सोचो, आप पेशेंट्स देख रहे हो और आपके पास एक केस आता है विद ब्लैक वॉमिट, एपिस्टेक्सिस, मेलिना, उसका किडनी भी इन्वॉल्व हो गई है, उसका लिवर भी इन्वॉल्व है, उसे जॉन्डिस हो रखा है। येस, दीज़ ऑल आर सिम्पटम्स ऑफ अ वेरी डेंजरस डिसीज़ दैट इज़ नोन एज़ येलो फीवर और इसका एक केस, सिर्फ एक केस भी एपिडेमिक कंसीडर किया जाएगा। So yellow fever is caused by a zoonotic arbovirus that is from a flavivirus family or a togavirus family. It shares its antigen with West Nile and dengue, or disease ranges from indeterminate symptoms to severe hemorrhagic fever. Across the global, it is spread across African countries, about 32 countries in Latin America. Total 47 countries are at risk, and over 900 million people are living in danger zones. And annually, around 84,000 to 1,70,000 cases annually occur, and it causes death of about 29,000 to 60,000 deaths worldwide. Now, it is caused by a flavivirus, and its vector is Aedes aegypti mosquito. एक मॉस्किटो बाइट से ये डिजीज स्प्रेड हो सकती है। इसका एक एनिमल रिजर्वायर भी होता है दैट इज अ मंकी, और ह्यूमन होस्ट में भी इसके रिजर्वायर हो सकते हैं इन अर्बन एरिया। And blood is infective to new mosquitoes for about first 3 to 4 days of illness, and it is susceptible across all ages and sexes if they are unvaccinated. So mosquito के inside डेवलप होने के लिए भी एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर ह्यूमिडिटी रिक्वायर्ड होती है, टेम्परेचर मोर देन 24 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड ह्यूमिडिटी मोर देन 60 डिग्री सेल्सियस। इसका एक्सटेंसिव इंक्यूबेशन पीरियड, दैट इज द टाइम इट टेक्स फॉर मॉस्किटो टू बिकम इन्फेक्शियस आफ्टर बाइटिंग अ इन्फेक्टेड होस्ट, इज अबाउट 8 to 12 days. Once incubation period finishes, the mosquito is lifelong carrier. अब ये 3 साइकिल में ट्रांसमिट होता है, जंगल साइकिल, इंटरमीडिएट साइकिल एंड अर्बन साइकिल। जनरली ये वायरस ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट में मंकीज में पाया जाता है, और वाइल्ड मॉस्किटोज के थ्रू ये एक मंकी से दूसरे मंकीज में स्प्रेड होता रहता है। नाउ ये ह्यूमन कॉन्टैक्ट में इंसिडेंटल ही आता है ये वायरस, अगर यंग मैन, लॉजर्स या हंटर्स उसके कॉन्टैक्ट में आए। नाउ इंटरमीडिएट साइकिल जो होती है दैट इज इन सेमी ह्यूमिड और ह्यूमिड विलेज बॉर्डर्स दैट आर अक्रॉस दीज फॉरेस्ट्स। तो ये मंकीज से ह्यूमन में फर्दर इसका लिंक बन सकता है। Its mechanism is semi-domestic mosquitoes breed in the wild around the houses, feeding indiscriminately both on monkeys and humans. They tend to spread this disease to humans. This is spread by semi-domestic mosquitoes, जो कि villages में small scale epidemics cause कर सकते हैं। तो अर्बन साइकिल में ये सिर्फ humans में स्प्रेड होगा। अगर ये एक बार आ गया वायरस तो densely populated cities में स्प्रेड हो सकता है, and it is spread by a mosquito that is known as Aedes aegypti. और इसके जो रिस्क पे होते हैं दैट इज जनरल अर्बन पॉपुलेशन, और ये लार्ज स्केल एपिडेमिक कॉज कर सकता है। नाउ हाउ अर्बन एक्सप्लोजन अकर्स। The catalysts are infected person that introduces the virus to a densely populated area. High number of non-immune people combined with the abundance of domestic Aedes aegypti mosquito and social factors like rapid urbanization has drastically accelerated the spread. On a large scale, devastating epidemics can occur, and the virus is now transmitted solely from person to person via mosquito, completely leaving the animal reservoir behind. Now, treatment reality, we are fighting without a cure. There is no cure for this disease. There is only supportive care that we can provide to the patient. While supportive care improves the survival rate for seriously ill, it is rarely available in poor endemic areas where disease hits the hardest. Its incubation period is 3 to 6 days, recognized as 6 days under international health regulation. Now, there's no antiviral cure. There is absolutely no specific treatment or cure for this yellow fever if it is once contracted. Now, why there's an unbreakable chain? The unbreakable chain is because the yellow fever continues to be an uncontrollable disease. The virus perfectly maintained in animal kingdom and making its eradication impossible. In it will talk about the global chain because we cannot destroy the source. We must build a impenetrable wall around the humanity. Only viable global control measures are 17D vaccine and aggressive urban vector control. Now, if we talk about the vaccine, this is the ultimate weapon that we have for this dangerous disease. Now, it is a live attenuated vaccine that is prepared from non-virulent strain, that is 17D. It is grown in chick embryos and freeze-dried. Now, it is administered as a single dose, 0.5 ml, subcutaneous dose at deltoid. Immunity begins to appear on the 7th day and lasts for the life. Now, cold chain challenge that we have for this vaccine is it is a lyophilized vaccine and is highly sensitive to heat. It must be stored in plus 5 degrees Celsius to minus 30 degrees Celsius. Must be reconstituted with a sterile cold saline, and it must be kept on ice and away from sunlight. It must be discarded if not used within 30 minutes. So it should be used within 30 minutes. It should be kept away from the sunlight, and we should maintain a proper cold chain for this 17D vaccine that is a live attenuated vaccine. Now, whom this vaccine is approved for and for whom this vaccine is contraindicated. Now, general population at risk, regardless of age, is approved for this vaccination. Rapid immunization of at-risk population, it is the most effective control strategy. Now, contraindication for this vaccination is infant under 9 months of age or under 6 months during epidemics. Pregnant women except during an outbreak where infection risk is exceptionally high. Individuals with severe allergy to egg protein, this vaccine is contraindicated. People with severe immunodeficiency, symptomatic HIV/AIDS, and thymus disorders. Now, if we talk about the vector control and the 1% target, our objective is to reduce peri-domestic Aedes population to the lowest level possible through anti-adult and anti-larval measures, and also by source reduction, that is eliminating the breeding places. Now, surveillance metrics, if we talk about, WHO uses Aedes aegypti index. Aedes aegypti index is the percentage of houses and premises in a defined area showing actual breeding of larvae. Now, safety threshold is to ensure freedom from yellow fever in endemic towns and seaports. This must never exceed 1%. Why India is on high alert? So we have a favorable climate, we have abundant of factor, and we have susceptible population who is not immune to this kind of disease. So it is a perfect storm. The only missing link that we have is the virus. It does not exist in India. If imported by a traveler or a mosquito, the results would be catastrophic. Now, the border shield that we have for this dangerous disease is the airport checkpoints. When the aircrafts and ships arrive from an endemic area, the aerosol spraying with prescribed insecticides on arrival is done. Plus 400-meter mosquito-free premises at ports. Now, travelers from the endemic area, coming from the endemic area, or they have a halt at an endemic area. So, it is very important that they have a valid 17D certificate. Entry is guaranteed if they have the certificate, and if they do not have, then quarantine is done. The traveler is isolated in mosquito-proof ward for 6 days from the date of leaving the infected area or until the certificate becomes valid. Now the golden ticket, the vaccination certificate. This vaccination certificate is given when the yellow fever vaccine is administered at officially designated centers that are stamped by Ministry of Health and conform to the prescribed international health regulation model. Now, infant policy, while WHO leaves infant rules up to the individual nations, India's strict policy require vaccination for infants that are more than equal to 9 years of age, entering from endemic zones. India and few other countries require this certificate even the traveler has been in transit through an endemic zone. The certificate is considered valid starting 10 days after the date of vaccination. Now, this is a lifetime certificate from 2016. The certificate is legally valid for a duration of vaccinated person's life. Revaccination or boosters are no longer required for international travel. Now, epidemic preparedness when the shield is breached. WHO requires every at-risk country to have at least one national laboratory that is capable of basic yellow fever blood testing. Emergency response should be there. Immediate rapid mass vaccine campaigns should be deployed directly in the affected area. Trigger even a single confirmed case of yellow fever in an unvaccinated population is officially classified as an outbreak. Implementation of sustained long-term immunization plans to build the shield. The future, the eye strategy. The eye strategy is developed by WHO, UNICEF, and GAVI to combat the rising threat of urban outbreaks and international spread. It has 5 pillars: affordable vaccines and sustained market, strong global local political commitment, high-level governance and partnership, synergizes with other health sectors, and ongoing R&D for better tools.